Hey everyone out there, Indiana Doug here. Going to be working on this little True Temper here. Well, it's not little, it's a pretty big one. Nice little axe. Friend of mine, Ben Phillips. Shout out to Ben. His father had this. His father unfortunately passed away a few years ago. He found this in the garage and it's pretty beat up, but his dad used it, and he wanted to kind of, give it a once over and make it workable, basically. It's pretty bad. Looked like it was painted black at one time. I'm guessing this is a Michigan pattern. It's a True Temper. I was trying to do a little research on it. I traced it back to something that looked very similar. It was a military axe, actually, but I'm not sure this is the same thing, but regardless, it doesn't matter to Ben. He wants it because it was his dad's, and I understand that. I'm going to try to fix it up so it's usable for him. So ride along with me here and watch how this goes. Before we get started on this axe, I want to show you a couple projects I got coming up here on the channel. I got this Dolmar 7310, PS 7310. It's going to go on a 28 Shuggy bar. And let's see, got this old, really old McCulloch 1010, the original. It's not the it's the very original. It's super old saw, and we'll get into that more, and dates and all that stuff. Came with this real little roller bar here, a roller nose bar that didn't come with it stock, but anyway, we'll get that working too. And was thinking about doing something with this old toolbox here as well. Might have to get with Mr. Killinger on that, since he knows so much about these antiques and everything. Anyway, hang tight. We'll get started on this axe. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is take his head off. I mean, I don't know, there's screws and bolts and kinds of stuff up in the eye of that. So, but anyway, I'm just going to try to pound it off with the rubber mallet first, because it's pretty loose, and I don't know if the camera can see this or not, but I'll try it here. Yeah, looks like it's coming. Just trying to be gentle with it. You can tell I've done this before by the mallet. I just get one of these big Harbor Freight mallets, and that way, if the head comes off, because a lot of these handles are salvageable. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like this is going to be too salvageable. Let this be a lesson that you shouldn't put screws and things down in your head to tighten them up. Yeah, see, we got some old screws here. There's some right here. Looks like 4 of them. So, anyway, don't believe that's going to be salvageable, unfortunately. And, he wants a working tool. Plus, the end of this is pretty boogered up, too, here. So, well, I didn't really want to do this, but I have this old antique handle here. And I really like it. It's about a 34, 36. I really like the shape of it here. And I was going to put it on this, I don't know what this is, a man maybe? 3.5. I was going to put it on this, but it really just doesn't fit. This needs to go on like a 28, I think. Some little smaller, because that pattern, and this is in really good shape. So, anyway, I was going to put that on here, but it really didn't fit anyway. And Ben is a good friend of mine. He's helped me out a lot. He actually helped me out a whole lot. I'm giving him this, and I'm putting it on here, and it fits just right. Well, I just got to sand it down, but that's what I'm going to do, and this is going to be a really nice piece for him. Okay, so I'm going to start fitting this up. We got quite a ways just right there. See the grooves here that if you notice these, there's 2 here and 2 on the other side. These 2 are in closer together than these 2. I've never noticed that on any of the others. Maybe that's normal. I just haven't ever noticed it. That actually would maybe help you tell what kind of axe it is. If if everything's off the the name is off the head. But on this one there's a 4 right there. There's a 4 true temper. So anyway, I'm gonna start getting this fit up. So we're gonna have to come. Man, it's not gonna be that much really. Gonna have to put a big wedge in it, but this should be okay. I'm gonna come off with it just a little bit on some of this. I don't have too many tools for this, but what I've been using is, well, I have sanders, electric sanders and all that, but I really want to get into doing this by hand. Just, I don't know, just something about that. Doing like our ancestors used to do, But anyway, I have like this 4-way here. He's cleaned up. That I've used a lot. And this little thing is really handy. I got a lot of these and they're bigger, and man, I need to clean it. I don't know what I was using that for. So anyway, this little thing is handy though. It's got a curve to it. I don't know, it's a Nicholson Magic Cut. Shellacked up too, but okay, we about got this head, or this handle rather, down to about where it's going to go to haft it. So but before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and work on I'm going to get this a little bit bigger to accept the wedge, and then I'm going to work on this head just a little bit too, and then sharpen a little bit. Okay, the purists out there are going to hate me, but I went ahead and wire wheeled all that off there. And all that paint. I did leave some of it right here, just to, I don't know, to see what was on there. And then, I mean, I was pretty careful with it, but I got all the paint off there, it's not perfect, but the pole there, and I don't know, that's the way it's going to be. So we'll oil him up real good. And so next I'm going to go ahead and cut this down so it'll accept a wedge. There's already something here, which is nice. Okay, I got that cut, and this, I'm starting on this handle. It's really old. It's an antique, And, you know, it's got some bad places on it. I started sanding on some of the bad places. It's not bad, it's just like paint and stuff. And I'm going to finish up that. And then we'll hang it. Okay, I think I'm done sanding this handle. There's a couple little things in there. It's not going to really come out. There was one little part right here, but you can't hardly feel it. It's an old handle. I left this little tag. I don't know. I thought that was kind of cool. But I left that back there, you know, where it came from, like a hardware store or whatever. But anyway, I'm going to try to pound this thing in. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't usually use glue when I hacked. I never have, and I've never had a problem. But you know how that goes. You do or you don't. And so I'm going to on this one. And I'm using this Titebond premium wood glue. A good friend of mine, this is all he uses. He swears by his stuff here. So, yeah, all his woodworking. So, anyway, I'm going to put this little wedge on there and pound her home. All right, let's see. Let's get this on here. Pretty much ready, yep. I hit that on a piece of wood. Don't nobody crying out there. Where'd my rubber mallet go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna be pretty nice. Got a little bit of curly cues. That's okay. Okie doke. We'll see how this goes. We got a lot of gap, but it'll be okay. Okay, we're going to cut this off. Hopefully that's in view. I just cut it off with this. By the way, my garage is being completely remodeled and I'm doing all kinds of stuff to it. So that's why I'm working on this makeshift bench here. I got, you know, machines and everything that I work with, but, you know, I can't get to them right now. Everything's in shambles. So... there we go. There. That's just awkward. So, started sharpening this thing up. Just a small bastard file, and it works fine. And then I'll just work my way down to something finer and get a good edge on this. Well, I think we're close to being done, guys. There she is. I think it turned out really good. I think Ben will really like that. But, you know, I still got some stuff to do on the head. You know, and obviously the handle.
but I'm out of what I need to do that with. But anyway, we're getting there.